What's going on, everyone? It's Tay, and I'm ready to talk about my 1 month review of the Boox Note Air 3C. Let's take a step back and make a few things clear from the jump. This tablet and others similar to it are not going to be for everyone. So it's not a good idea to compare it to regular tablets like your Samsungs and iPads and anything else on the market similar to that type of technology. Imagine me coming from only really labeling tablets as these. Then turning on one of these for the first time and notice switching between pages and screens was different from what I'm used to. At first use, anyone used to their Android tablets or iPads is going to be like, what's with all this lag? And then you have to be brought back down to reality and remember the purpose of this tablet and its technology. So for the first 5 minutes, it was a slight patience curve because I'm used to that faster response time. For the people that are familiar with e-ink tablets, you understand exactly what I mean. In my opinion, this tablet is for the purpose of taking notes and reading for the most part. Of course, that's a general aspect of what this little tablet can do. This device has helped me become more focused, organized, and efficient. I'm able to jot down my thoughts, keep my tasks and projects in order, and just have the freedom of being uninterrupted. Let's talk about hardware first. The look and design of the Boox Note Air 3C is nicely done. It feels like a solid piece of tech and maintains a manageable, slim size, which makes it easy to travel with. I take mine to and from work every day, and it's not really a hassle to just throw it in my lunch bag. What I really like is the bold orange color, the slim profile, and the curved sides. It's comfortable to hold even without a case. I have not dropped mine, so I can't really say how the device will do when it comes to drops. But I can say I was rocking this tablet without a case for about a week and a half, and I didn't notice any scratches or anything. Hardware features that I also want to give a shout out to are the SD card slot, which allows me to expand this to terabytes if I wanted to, but I just purchased a 128 gigabyte SD card. I think that should be good for using this to take notes. Well, at least I hope, and if not, I can just go up to a terabyte if I need to. Back to the shout outs. The fingerprint sensor is like that. The mics and the speakers are just making this worth the money for me and adds to the feature-packed all-in-one note-taking monster. Oh yes, the screen. The screen gets bright enough for me. Although I have heard there are other tablets in this category that are brighter, but honestly, it's bright enough for me. Software is really the most important part of this device. And I would say the software is pretty darn good. It's easy for me to navigate around because I am used to Android. But even if we just stick to the writing features of the software, they have everything you need to get that done. Let's not forget what we have here. It's the color version of the Note Air 3. So I like the fact that I can make important parts of my notes stand out with the color options I have to choose from. The different pens and pencils and markers. the many ways to take notes, whether that be by handwriting, talk to text.
I like to take notes.
Write to text. It all works amazingly. I also like the fact that the tablet remembers the last pen you use with each note that you take, and you could just carry on writing with your notes from wherever you left off. The tablet isn't just making taking notes awesome by itself, but it does have the help of the Boox Pen Pro 2 that has the 4096 pressure sensitivity points. I have come to enjoy the soft nib for my writing style. The ergonomics of the pen works well for me. The pen and the tablet are a whole package. And yes, you can use other brand stylus with the device, which I will test out because I do have a few lying around. But the pen does help with the entire experience. This device feels more on par with pencil or pen to paper than the other devices I currently own. So if you are looking for that type of feel when you are writing, this should be great for you. The tiers of organization that you can set up is another great feature of the software. You can be lazy if you want by just having your notes thrown in the note section, or you can be super organized and have folders inside of folders inside of folders and keep it going if you want to. The customizing of how you want your tablet to act and covers for the folder is really appreciated. At least for me. Do y'all like that, or is it just me? I mean, I can change the look of the cover of my folder. This allows me to visually find that folder faster and keep it moving. Other notable features about the software is the split screen, which makes reading and taking notes so much easier. Being able to import notes and other docs from the computer to the tablet using Send to Boox is really helpful. Let me close this video out by telling you the things that could use some improvement, because if I only had good things to say, I am sure you'd be looking at me sideways or saying they paid me for this review. Let's go. I spent $500 for this tablet, and it didn't even include extra pen nibs or even a charger. I mean, come on, Boox, who do you think you are? Apple or Samsung? And even all of them suck for that too. I need even more pen options. I need an easier way to pull PDFs into my notes to be able to jot notes onto the PDF. Battery life is going to totally depend upon the user, but I would like to see at least a week of battery life for heavy users. I use my tablet at full brightness, and I typically keep it on and ready to be written on at any given moment. I'm keeping this as close to a physical pad of paper as possible. I mean, hey, you don't put your pad of paper away every time you have written down a thought or before your day at the office is over, do you? All right, well, maybe you do. But me, I keep mine turned on and ready for the craziness that I call my workday. I notice when I start my first note or continue with my note after some time, the first letter has a little delay before you can see it on the page. Also, there have been times here and there where I have experienced slight stutters and I notice note residue. Fine, what do you call it? Ghosting from the previous note or screen that eventually goes away. To some extent, I am a noob at the whole e-ink devices, so I know the refresh rate and refreshing has something to do with this. I have turned off the auto refresh rate and I have set it so that I can do it manually. It became an annoyance when trying to write something down and it refreshed on me. All in all, the time I've had with this notepad, yes, I actually refer to this device as a notepad instead of a tablet. That's what I use it for. Has been extremely helpful in my day-to-day routines. It's small enough to take with me wherever I go. I can walk into meetings with this and people know I mean business, and I can just get things done without all the distractions of my other devices that are made to do anything and everything. Look at it like this. You have two different washcloths, right? One for your face and one for your... All right, no, that's not a good one. Okay. What about this one? You have a kitchen knife set that has certain knives that are specifically better at cutting specific foods than others. So you tend to use that knife for that particular task. You get what I'm saying? All right, well, that about wraps it up for this video. I want to thank everyone for taking the time to chill with me as we go through this journey. And until next time, everyone, I want you all to have a spectacular day. Later.